money count Monday.
Make Money Count Monday, where money talks and nonsense walks. I want you to watch this carefully because this clip is going to reveal something to you. First, the cowboy at the whiteboard is going to show you how the ultra wealthy supposedly arrange trusts, businesses, and assets so they can make the tax man big sad. Then a female tax attorney is going to come in and shoot more holes through his plan than a screen door. But stay with me because after she tells you what does not work, I'm going to tell you what may work for you, even if you're not a billionaire.
Make money count Monday.
I paid one of Donald Trump's family office attorneys to teach me how the ultra wealthy don't pay any taxes, and he said it all comes down to the big lie. The big lie that you've been taught is that you need to be the top of your own funnel. You need to own all of your LLCs. You need to be the grantor on your own revocable living trust. This is all a lie. If your name is on it, you're gonna lose it. Here's the case. If you have all the assets in your name, you're gonna lose everything. If you have all the income in your name, you're gonna pay up to 40% in taxes to the taxman, and the taxman loves you for it. Here's what the ultra wealthy do instead. The ultra wealthy have learned to make the taxman big sad. What you need to do is you need to set up different trust structures. Get your name off the top of the funnel. The dynasty trust is at the very top. The dynasty trust owns all the assets, not you. Then you have the business holding trust. The business holding trust owns all the businesses. This is not a parent-child relationship. This is listing the beneficiary of the business trust as the dynasty trust. This creates a distribution ability, but not an ownership issue. This right here is the key. If you want to learn how to set this up and fly around on your private jet and make the taxman big sad, you need to set up this exact structure. Comment trust down below and I'll show you how it's done.
Now that whiteboard, well, it looked impressive, didn't it? He had trust at the top, businesses underneath, arrows going everywhere, and your name disappearing like it had entered the witness protection program. But listen, complicated does not automatically mean legal, appropriate, or even beneficial. You can't simply remove your name from a box, call something a dynasty trust, and magically stop owing income taxes. That's not planning. That's expensive arts and crafts.
As you can imagine, the wealth wrangler is making shit up. Whenever you do have all of these trusts, because we know that rich people do create trust. And that's what he's using, that ignorance, because there are dynasty trusts. That's a real thing. People create it. And so some people will think, well, I'm not rich. I want to be rich. Maybe I should just do what the rich are doing. But you're not in the same situation. Why do the rich do all of these trusts? It's because they have assets to protect. And it is because they want to be careful with estate tax, which is a totally separate second kind of tax that kicks in when you just have over 30 million in assets for a married couple. So why would you want to create it when you're not in that situation? You typically wouldn't. It's not for income tax reasons, because to get those benefits, which are very real benefits, you get an increased income tax is the short version. You pay at compressed tax brackets. After $15,000 of income in one of those types of trusts, you are going to go ahead and be in the 37% tax bracket. Now, what does the wealth wrangler do? Is they just make you a non-filer. So they say that we've created this trust thing, you've just wired 100 grand or 50 grand. There's all sorts of crazy numbers people will pay for this stuff. It's not connected to them. And so there's always a delay on these things. The IRS doesn't catch things immediately. When they look into it, they take their sweet time, they take down the promoter, then they go back on the taxpayers. And that is how it works. And what he was talking about is totally illegal.
Okay, now she is absolutely right to warn you. Those trust structures are real, but they are not designed for everyone. Some irrevocable, non-grantor trusts can reach the highest federal income tax bracket after retaining a relatively small amount of income. And in 2026, the federal estate exclusion is $15 million per person. Is that you? So no, most families do not need a $100,000 billionaire trust package to solve an estate tax problem they don't even have. But here's where I come in. Just because you don't have $15 million doesn't mean you don't have something worth protecting. So if you own a home, rental property, businesses, retirement accounts, life insurance policies, investment accounts, or simply want to leave something to your children, you need action steps that fit your life. You may need a revocable living trust to help your family avoid probate. You may need an LLC to separate business or rental property risks. You may need an irrevocable trust for specific asset protection, long-term care, or Medicaid planning goals. You may need updated beneficiaries, power of attorney, healthcare directives, life insurance, long-term care coverage, or a plan to keep one illness, lawsuit, or family disagreement from destroying everything you built. And no, you don't automatically need a tax attorney for every one of those needs. You need someone like me who understands the full picture, knows which tools may apply, brings in the appropriate legal and tax professionals when necessary, and is actually looking out for you instead of trying to impress you with a whiteboard. At Secure 65 Family Legacy Office, we help people with thousands and we help people with millions identify what they have, where they are exposed, and what practical steps they can take right now. We're not going to sell you a billionaire solution for a problem you simply don't have. We're going to help you protect what you actually work for. So call us at 833-300-4968 and join me this Thursday for more information on trust, Medicare, and the language that goes along with it. Because you might not need a dynasty trust, but you do need a plan. Making money is one thing. Keeping it, protecting it, and passing it on is correctly how you can see what we do on Make Money Count Monday. So I'm Monet Swan. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay protected, and stay empowered. Don't listen to every influencer you hear out there. Give the ones who do it every day a call. We're here to help you, not influence a situation. As always, love you guys, and go out and have a fabulous day and a great week. Bye.
Make money count Monday. When money count Monday. Make money count Monday. When money count Monday. Make money count Monday.